Good morning, vlogsters. Grab your coffee. It's still warm, good. Look, I'm holding it with my left hand. Just wanted to give you a little bit of update, and first of all, apologize that today is the day you're watching this. Well, I don't know if when you're watching it. I take that back. Today is the day I'm uploading it. I realized this morning that I never uploaded my video yesterday, and it's going to be a long editing process, so it'll be tonight. Well, I'll edit it tonight and it'll be tomorrow's video. But I'm excited to share it with you because we have about 85%, really like almost 90% of the living room finished, except for the gallery wall because that's a whole separate project. But I'm excited to share it with you, and I will share it with you in a little bit. There is some temporary storage in here that was from the Jim's den that we have in here. Well, let me take a sip because I need drinks. I am an early bird this morning. I have this like dining room chair that used to be in Jim's den when it was a dining room. We have one of them out here just to make it a little bit roomier in there. But for the most part, there's just a few things that we still need to take care of. I have a site to store pickup in Salem. Jim?
Yeah, I'm just starting my tea.
Okay. You all right?
Yeah, I forgot to start it. It kind of tastes a little.
Oh, okay. I love you.
Who you talking to?
My vlog.
Okay.
Jim said, who are you talking to? The people. I'm talking to the people. We have a site to store pickup where they do, like, now you get curbside pickup, I guess, at Walmart in Salem, which is about, I'm going to guesstimate about 25 minutes southwest of here. I guess it depends on which map you look at. It's really west, but it's not west. Truly, no joke. It's like, where is it on the map compared to how do you drive there? Yeah, anyway. Anyhow, and while we're there, I don't know if you guys remember, I dropped like a C note last year. After my birthday, we went to Salem to pick up some sugar-free chocolate chips for my sister Alicia. And turns out that Walmart is amazing. I don't know what it's going to be like now, but I was like, hey, I would really like to take a drive down there if we're going to go down there. And if I'm feeling good, I'd like to walk around the Walmart. So this morning I woke up, went to bed about 11 o'clock last night. Fell asleep, I should say. Went to bed earlier, but I fell asleep about 11 o'clock last night. Woke up at 2. Took more ibuprofen because I took the ibuprofen at 9:30 when I was done doing Sunday night combo refill. And then I went to, hold on, I'm going to put my earbud in. Maybe you guys can hear me a little bit better. Okay, let's see if that helps. Then I stayed up a little bit. Well, I tried to fall back to sleep. I did all my regular things to try to fall back to sleep. You know what it is? I feel like when it's like 3 to 4 hours, I feel like it's a power nap, and then I feel rested, so it's like hard to go back to sleep. And I know that that's bad because my circadian rhythm and just all these things can go wrong. But then I fell back to sleep about 6, and I didn't take any more ibuprofen, and I could have because it would have been 4 hours. But I was like, no, you know what? I'm not in so much pain. Discomfort, a little bit of discomfort. But, you know, I had elevated liver enzymes at one time, and the doctor was saying maybe too much ibuprofen. So I don't take it more than I need it. I don't take it just for the heck of it. So I was like, you know what? I'm not major discomfort. And last night when I went to bed, it was difficult to get into bed, but I did it. We sat up, and it was hard to fill my Comblers because it was like I couldn't really lift this arm. So it's like I couldn't pour the pills in there, and I couldn't lift the bottle to pour the pills in here, and how to distribute it. It was just like I was a little bit of a mess. So I had Jim come in I had almost finished the night meds when I asked him to come in and help me. I was like, if you could just help me, you do yours while I do mine. It'll just go faster. I won't have to take twice as long to do, twice as much or whatever. So he came in and did that, and that's fine. And then he came to bed, I think, like around 1. But I was already asleep. It's what he told me. He came to bed around 1. And then I went to bed back to bed about 6. And at 2 o'clock when I woke up to go to the bathroom, I was like no pain, some discomfort, but not even like major discomfort, just like some discomfort. Kind of like a regular 50-year-old achy body, I think. So I was kind of like, ooh. So I decided to go to the bathroom without my walker at all. Now my walker, the reason, I'm not trying to punish myself or trying to push myself too much. I'm trying to push myself just enough, and it's trying to find that balance is always difficult when you're recovering from an injury. But my walker does make noise, and it does, no matter how hard I try, it does bang into the door, just because it's exactly as wide as the door. And I can't really go sideways. I've tried. So if I can leave it at 2 o'clock in the morning and not wake my husband up, I would do that. Plus, when I have to go into the bathroom and use it sideways to go into the bathroom, it just drags the wheels. No matter how gently I go, it makes a lot of noise. So I just was like, oh, if I feel good enough to go without it, I'll test myself. And I won't have to worry about waking him up. So I did. 2 o'clock, the 2 o'clock in the morning bathroom visit was walkerless. I have about 6 feet. Oh, excuse me. Are you hungry? I have about 6 feet of next to my bed to his dresser that I can kind of like support myself in his dresser, on the doorknob, on the door frame, and then on the bathroom counter. And then coming back, I can support myself on the molding and then the door frames. And then when I come back, I could support myself with my left arm normally, but because of my shoulder, I wasn't sure. But it was fine. I actually did the whole first there and back. It was great. 6 o'clock, before I fell back to sleep, I had to go to the ladies' room again. So I went, and it was walkerless. It was with a little bit more discomfort than the first time. I guess maybe I got overly confident, or maybe I overdid it, or maybe that was just this far away from the medication. Not really sure. So I went and I came back and I was fine. And I went and I fell back to sleep for about, I woke up at 8. So about another 2 hours. So that's like a total of, I only slept about 5 hours last night, but I feel so good and refreshed. It's crazy. I woke up at 8 and I was like, I don't know that I need ibuprofen. But at 8, I was like, okay, you got so tired. You started to get tired after the second on your way back last time. So I took my walker to the bathroom door, and then I walked into the bathroom without any assistance. I used the counter and stuff. And then I came back in, I drank my water, and I laid back down, and I waited for Jim's alarm to go off. Jim's alarm goes off at 10 o'clock, usually, is when he wakes himself up on a day when he doesn't have the day off. So I know that's late for some people, but for us, it works. So we're night owls normally. That's why. So when I got up, I told him, I rolled over and I gave him huggies and said, I was just waiting for you to wake up so I can give you huggies and kisses. The reason I thought that was special and I smirked at you is because since I've been dealing with this kind of like discomfort and pain, I've been leaving the bedroom quite early. Sometimes at 8 a.m., sometimes 8:30, 7:50, like that, to come and sit out in the recliner, because staying in the bed too long is not very comfortable if I can't really move wherever I want to. And I don't, no complaints that I can't move wherever I want to. I share a bed, so it's okay. But it is difficult for me to, with the 2 injuries, to roll like I normally could have in the past. It just makes it more difficult. But this morning I rolled easier. I moved around easier, got in and out of bed easier. So I waited for him, and I was like, oh, I was waiting for you to wake up. And he goes, I hit the snooze button. I said, okay. And I got up. And this time I took my walker. I knew I was going to come out here. So I took my walker and my phone and my earbuds, and I took my medicine. And then I took my walker into the bathroom the whole way just to be safe, because today we're gonna go to the Dollar Tree and I don't want to waste any unsupported steps. I know at the Dollar Tree I have the shopping cart I can lean on. I don't know whether or not I will use the walker and have Jim push the shopping cart, or use the shopping cart and clip on the walker. I'm not really 100% sure. But we'll figure that out when we get there, I think, is what he said. I'm going to drive the way down to the Salem is basically 2 to 4 lane highway, depends on where it is. It's pretty unoccupied. That's the best way to say it. Especially on a Monday. I'm sure it'll be pretty unoccupied. So I can set my cruise control and give my leg a rest for probably most of the trip. Which this is going to be the first time that I've driven a distance other than in town since I hurt my knee. Which I'm both excited and scared about, nervous about. But it is what it is. So looking forward to it, and then we'll come home and work on some stuff for the day. We had a few different things I said to him. He's like, well, we can do this tomorrow when we come home, and we can do this tomorrow when we come home, or we can do this tomorrow when we come home. I was like, why don't we see how we feel when we come home? That's probably the best idea. Just like play it by ear. We have some cleaning up in here to do. Just like regular Monday cleaning, because Monday is supposed to be cleaning day. It's so funny because we just rearranged and set up all this furniture, and it's so dusty already. And I was like, wow. And I know why. It's because we were moving the furniture. So we're going to do some cleaning up in here. And I think he mentioned something about the kitchen floor, but I can't remember exactly. But, and then tomorrow, we were discussing last night what exactly tomorrow's purge day will encompass. Whether we'll go back into the office and work on that some more, or go into the guest room to work on that some more. So there is that. And I did talk to him about my need for assistance for DIYs. I've been asking for help for quite a long time, and he keeps being very hesitant to help me. And I was like, well, it's not only I haven't done DIY since Christmas or Easter. Did I do some for Easter? Spring. I did spring stuff. I was like, not only have I not done stuff since, like, for months is what I actually said. But, you know, it's the time of year where we're going to start. And when we talked about what we're going to do I'm going to look for at the Dollar Tree. I was like, they came out with all these new craft items that I just haven't seen because I haven't been to the Dollar Tree. I wanted to look for them, and I want to see if they have any autumn flowers out yet. Usually not for another month. It depends on the store and how it sells out, though. You know that, right? So I'm looking forward to today. I'm looking forward to this week. He's been promising me for weeks and weeks and weeks that we could bake keto desserts. I want cake. I like cakey things. I like scones and muffins and cookies. I like baked goods. Hey, that's baked goods encompasses all that. And I just need help. And I needed help before I injured myself, just to make my energy stretch. But now I definitely need help. I needed help before to make my energy stretch, but I could have done it by myself. Just one thing for one day at a time. But I need his help for this, because I cannot make it to the stove carrying something with my walker and, you know, and a tray of cookies or whatever's going to go in the oven. So I do have store-bought cookies, so it's not like I'm without, but it's just such a different thing. These are crunchy, well, not crunchy, but they're not soft texture. I want soft texture. I'm just looking forward to like a scone. I'm also out of pancake. I have pancake mix and I have waffle mix, and I have all the stuff to make both, but we just don't have any in the freezer. And I've been trying, like, every Sunday. I'm like, could we just please meal prep breakfast? Well, big breakfast, and we'll just make extra. He'll be like, oh, no. And I guess, well, like, it's his day off, and I get it. But Thursday and Friday is supposed to have been YouTube days to work on big projects like that for the channel, and they just haven't been. You know, I think 2 weeks ago we did a cooking thing, or 3 weeks ago at this point. So it's just, and I love him, and he's doing so much for me, so I have no pressure, but it's just getting frustrating where I'm not getting frustrated with him. I want to point that out. I'm getting more frustrated with myself because I want to have it done and I cannot do it myself. So that's where the frustration lies with me, not that he's not helping me. Not that it couldn't be frustrating that, you know, the situation, but it's not where my frustration lies. My frustration is lying in the fact that I can't do it myself. So it's a lot. But anyhow, what was I going to say? We talked about when we go in the guest room, I want to make that quilt ladder. And it looks like we're probably going to make one for our room too. We have 2 trunks of linens at the end of our bed, which is going to be replaced with a couch. And the 2 trunks are going to go into another location in the room. But one of the trunks we're going to use for something else that came out of the living room. So basically I'm going to downsize my linens, but I was like, ooh, if I can make a quilt ladder for my room, that would be pretty. And I could hang my quilts, and that would be a lovely way to display them. I love my quilts. I love quilts in general. I love quilt racks. I'm really a country girl at heart. I really always have been. But it's just something I like to decorate with. You might know blanket ladders, but like blanket ladders, I feel like are more of a modern take on the quilt ladder. And I say that because usually in a quilt ladder, doesn't always have a bottom rung. Sometimes because the quilts are longer, they're like bed-size quilts as opposed to like throw blankets that are usually like 50 by 60 or 60 by 72. You know, quilts are twin size, queen size, king size. They're made for bed. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to making that and getting that up and just repurposing or finally using the wood that I have here. That's another thing. It's been sitting on the floor for a very, very long time since we did the coffee bar. So it's just a lot of things, and I'm looking forward to getting them all done. And now that I'm feeling better than I did yesterday, like I said, my arm, I showed Jim, I was like, look. And he's like, what am I looking at? I'm like, look. Because I could slowly lift it by itself. So yesterday I could get it to here, but with assistance. Today with assistance, I can get it all the way up. So I was like, yay. So, but I want to thank you guys for joining me and your support and your love. You guys are amazing. And I'm sorry this is late today, but I'm glad that we were able to catch up. And if I haven't told you yet, you're very special. Hello.
Hello.
Where'd you head out this morning?
We went to Walmart and then we went to Aldi's.
Oh, okay.
And I hung out in the car.
Oh, okay. And the nice warm car.
It was nice.
Yeah.
So we went early.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
It's starting to get warm.
Yeah, okay. So that's it. If you have any questions, you know what to do, and the sharing and the liking and all and such. How long were we talking for? Oh, 11 minutes? No, I can't be right. Wait a minute. We were not just talking for 11 minutes. 20-some minutes, sorry. I was like, 11 minutes shorter the vlog than the car vlog the other day. Did you guys enjoy that car vlog? I was so excited to get out. I'm so excited to get out today. So maybe we'll have to hook the camera up and see what it's like to be in the car with me and Jim. But yeah, I am looking really forward to where we're going to go from here on. So again, thank you. I love you. You are important and amazing and loved. And please don't forget it. I do. And so does God, I promise. And as always, you take care. God bless. And I'll see you next time. Bye.